All right, is it working? It's working. I think it's working. I think everything's working. Crap. I still have to clear off the like hand cam side. Hold on. Yo, give me outing, guys, gals, zombies, and YouTube catters. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, Sunday night, Monday morning. Welcome to the stream. It is Sunday, February 1st. We're officially in the month of February. February 1st, and more important than being February 1st, more important than being a brand new month, it's post burst protocol release, pre-release. I guess it's technically not out in stores yet, but like you can get it at your local game store. Can I see your refrigerator? What refrigerator? I don't have a refrigerator. I'm too poor for a refrigerator. But yeah, so post burst protocol release. Hold on, let me go to chat. There we go. Now I can see chat. We went and played burst protocol pre-release last night. Had a lot of fun. Did not get the win, unfortunately. If you were following on YouTube or Twitter or Blue Sky, any of those social media platforms, or you're in the Discord, you've already seen by now. We got second place. We lost our final round with White Forest Elvenotes. I did manage to get all of the Elvenotes engine to play test with, and I was like, fuck it, I might as well play Elvenotes, play the Elvenotes engine, play Elvenotes White Forest for the tournament. It was really good in some rounds and it was really bad in some other rounds, because I learned a few things, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to yap about that. We'll probably do that after the box opening for those who just want to see me crack packs. But got second place, which, hold on, let's see here. I should do, how do we want to do this? Probably like this way is probably the best way. Do that. There we go. BES support, let's go. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Hold on, if I turn this way. Okay, y'all cannot. I have to, oh, I think I have to flip it again. Okay, I gotta flip it. I gotta flip it. Gotta flip it. 1 second. Oh, hold on. All right, there we go. Now I gotta flip it. Boom. Oh, technology, baby. Boom. Let's go. But let's see here. Yeah, did not get the first place, did not get the win. I also need to move this over as well. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, this is gonna be a work in progress because I've not used the hand cam yet. This is the first time we've gotten to use the hand cam for a stream, so I'm still like figuring out how everything is going to work in this area. Ooh, there we go. Okay. So hello, like, come on, give me on, welcome in. I don't know what to do with all the space. Nibiru Matt can get out of here for now. No more Nibiru Matt, because as you can see, did not get first place, but we still got, everything's falling apart. Everything's falling apart. As you can see, still got a mat for second place. Still got a burst protocol mat, a Boro load mat. Unfortunately, I do not care about rockets, nor do I care about Savage Dragon or Boro load stuff. So I probably will just be selling this mat. Probably will get rid of this mat. So if anyone wants a mat, let me know down in the comments below. Let's see here. Does that work? Does that work? The face. Who did that? Who dare? How much for it? I don't know. How much do people sell mats for? I've never sold a mat before, but we'll use it. We'll get our little cat stench all over it, because we're gonna open some packs today. We can move this out of the way. Don't need deck box right now. We will talk about White Forest Elvenotes later on. Damn, this is not a whole lot of room that I had originally intended. This is not a lot of room that I originally intended. You had to pay extra for the cat stench. You're paying extra for the cat stench. There we go. Okay, now if I fold that there, hold on, hold. Ah! Okay. That's gonna have to do for now. All right, who did this to my face? Let's stop that. I don't, there we go. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so burst protocol, boom. Now it looks better. What if we pull this up here? Nice look picture. I need to build rockets at some point. It looks good. It looks really good. Don't get me wrong. It looks insane. But I've never been a huge Dragon Link person. Never really cared too much about Dragon Links. White Forest Elf Note deck profile. We will do all of the White Forest Elf Note stuff, and I'll talk about locals, and I'll show off the deck and everything, and like what worked, what didn't work. After we open the box, we'll do the box first. Or do y'all want to do the White Forest stuff first to get it out of the way? Or do you want to open the box first? I'll let chat decide. How much did I spend on the booster box? Booster boxes at pre-release were $85 plus tax. But I think the like MSRP for them are going for like 110 because this is like, there's a lot of expensive cards in this set. So I was lucky to get it for 85 plus tax. Hello, Chrono, what's going on? Give me on. Good luck on the pack opening. Thank you so much. Thank you. That would cost an arm and a leg. I will be honest, Catters, I spent a lot more money than I had planned on spending. I was only planning on just buying the box and like maybe one or two supers or ultras if some people pulled some Elf Note stuff. Did not expect people to open like the entire engine that I needed. And so I spent a little bit more money than I originally planned, but that's because I love y'all so much. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Catters? It's because I love y'all so much. I don't have a gambling problem. I don't have a card addiction problem at all. It's because I love my Catters and I want to make content. So, we got second place at the tournament. I went 3-1, so I got my box, got this playmat, this amazing Bora Load playmat, and then 3 prize packs plus the OTS tournament pack. So we can warm up with the OTS. We can warm up with the prize packs first before we get into the box, and we'll talk about it. Like I said, had a lot of fun. Well, I gotta scoot in. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Let me know if this works. The camera is gonna be, the like tracking is gonna be a little bit weird, but do you even love your favorite racks? I love all of my Catters equally. Gun to my head, could not choose between Catters. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, had a lot of fun. I think the set's really good. I think the set's very strong. Do you play Repo? I would love to do a collab with you next time if you're free on day. I'm not really good at like the friend slop games. I have like some friends that I play with in like Discord and stuff like that, but I don't do it too often, unfortunately. But I appreciate the offer. That's a lie. I'll call it Cap. What are you calling Cap on? What are you calling Cap on? I think the set's very strong. I think the set is very good. I think there's going to be a lot of staples in the set. This will be a good set to buy into if you have the money to afford it. But yeah, I mean, there's like branded support. The cool thing about this set is this is one of the first sets with Genesis in mind, it feels like, because like the commons and the uncommons are actually very strong for Genesis format and actually have a little bit of play, like can fit and slot into some decks in a Genesis format. For instance, like this Pesanta is the normal illusion for whatchamacallit, Primite. So We have Pasanta, Titan of Troubadours. Magnet Warriors is a cool, really cool deck too. The Magnet Warrior support. If you're looking for a cheap deck to get into that's easy to play and very strong, Magnet Warriors is actually one you should take a look at. Also very good in Genesis, is going to be very good in Genesis as well. So I would keep an eye on these Magnet Warrior cards. First Penguin, speaking of Genesis, First Penguin water best deck in Genesis format. First Penguin is insane. If you have not seen this card, you want to do a battle pack, you open 2 packs before you reveal that chat, pick a pack and just see who had better cards. Yeah, we can do that when we open the box. We'll make it a little fun. We'll do that when we get to the box. So First Penguin, if you control no face-up monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if summoned this way, it's treated as a tuner. Then you can discard 1 card. Then reveal 1 water synchro monster in your extra deck. Add 1 water monster from your deck with the same type, but 1 level lower. And then you can change this card to face down position, defense position if you wanted, and you're locked into waters for the turn. So this searches out basically any water monster that you want to synchro into, because this becomes the tuner, the level 1 tuner to go into it. This card is very crazy. I mean, pretty much any water deck, any synchro water deck. The one that comes to mind is the one that banishes the Pacis. Goaty, yeah. Back in the day, I used to play Adamance and Magnet Warriors. You can do it now. Like the new Magnet Warrior stuff and the new and old Adamancipator stuff can perfectly slot together. You can bring that deck back, and now they actually have like really strong inboard pieces for magnets. Stormbane Dragon, Rocket Detonator. Archfiend Strategy is an interesting card. The Archfiend stuff, I feel like everyone was super hyped about in the beginning, but then no one, like, I don't know, it feels like a psyop. Everyone kind of just forgot about it. It's pronounced fish. It is pronounced fish. Forbidden Ritual Art, Dirk, Longing for the Blue Skies. I hate this card. This is a level 10 reptile, dark reptile, that if a monster is special summoned from your deck or extra deck, so basically Diabell Star Vengeance or Diabell, while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card. Then when a monster effect is activated that includes an effect to special summon a monster from deck, you can banish 1 card from your hand and negate that effect and destroy that monster. So it is a negate for White Forest inboard pieces. And then our first pack, we have Boral Reboot, the Boral counter trap for Spell and Trap card for Boral and Rocket. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Super. There's 1 card I immediately bought from the new set, Frog Rain for Paleo. Oh yeah, Frog Rain's insane too. Frog Rain's so good. Sharks, Paleo, like water decks are going to be very strong in Genesis. I don't think people are ready for YCS Richmond as they think they are. Let's see here. What is the hell? Oh, this is the new for hire cards. New for hire support. Double Interlock is a Rocket card. Keel, Shipwright for hire. Speaking of the for hire support, it's the new Link 2. This card is link summoned. You can set a spell or trap or 1 Fandora the Flying Fortress, I think is their field spell, from your deck, and then you cannot special summon this turn except for hire monsters. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard, and if you do special summon 1 for hire from your hand, then if your opponent controls a monster with the highest attack, original attack, you can special summon 1 more. So pretty cool interaction card, a little card to link off into. Speaking of Fandora, there's the Fandora field spell. Boss on Parade, there's the BES support. I know someone was asking for that in the chat. We're finally getting the Master Duel BES support. It would be nice to have a counter trap for White Forest. I mean, we do. It's just you have to depend on what you play. Honestly, I'm thinking about it, like we should probably play like Gravity Collapse. We have Gravity Collapse for White Forest. We should probably play Gravity Collapse in our side deck, since Elf Notes, speaking of Elf Notes matting Rhapsodia, since Elf Notes makes us basically a synchro focused heavy deck. Another rocket detonator, and oh, speaking of Elf Notes, we got an Elf Note Fortuna. Like I said, I was lucky enough to get my entire Elf Note engine already. So basically everything I pull from this box, I am going to be getting rid of. I'm going to be selling, and hopefully we pull good. Hopefully we pull great. Fortuna is the Elf Note that sets or places. It's important to know that it places the continuous trap from your deck. It places this matting Rhapsodia. So it is like your interaction piece, and then when you you can swap your, every Elf Note has an effect to swap itself with whatever monsters in the main monster zone to get an effect. This one bounces a spell and trap to the hand, so pretty cool. All right, our last prize pack, well, we still have the OTS pack. I guess I should have started with that. But the last of the Burst Protocol prize packs from last night before we get into our box. What are y'all looking forward to seeing, chat? Like, what do y'all want to play in this set? Duke Archfiend. Archfiend Playtime. Another Stormbane Dragon Disturber. Ooh, the DDD Alfred. I forgot about this card. I did not know this card was a... Did not know this card was. Ooh, hold on 1 second. There we go. I'm gonna pause the music because I'm just gonna add the music in later. There we go. I did not know this card was not. We didn't already have this card in the TCG. This came out in Master Duel before we got it. And this card's insane. This is how we were making, this is a one card. It makes Wave King High Caesar. It's like an easier way to make Wave King High Caesar. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Everyone's saying branded. Y'all disgust me. Y'all disgust me, branded players. Assault Lich for the assault mode support. Dual Evolution Assault Zone for the assault support. Another Dirk. Fist of the Armed Dragon for Armed Dragons for the Chaz It Up deck. And Elf Notes Welcome Home as our last super. So 3 supers in the pack is not bad, and we got 2 Elf Notes from it. Elf Notes Welcome Home is your extender that special summons an Elf Note from the deck by sending a monster from the deck. I'm going to put the bulk right there. And then let's see if we get an ulti in our OTS pack before we get into our box. Maybe we get lucky. Mystical Spaces. Oh my God! Okay, well. All right. Oh, we're starting off strong, baby. That is an ulti Jokel. Oh man. Didn't they hit this card? Isn't this the one that they just put to 1? Oh. Oh, well, that's a pretty good pull. That's a pretty good one. That's a few bucks. Hold on. Let me grab penny sleeve for that. OTS ulti Jokel. I barely pull ultis, I'll be honest. It is a lot. It is a very low chance to pull an ulti in these OTS packs or get anything in these OTS packs. There we go. Let's put you in a top loader as well. Bam! Hell yeah, baby. OTS the light doesn't like reflect off of it very well. Can't really see it in the double sleeve. Yeah, let me take it out of the top loader for now. But yeah, OTS ulti Jokel. Yeah, Jokel. Chat, remind me, it's been a while since I reacted to the ban list. Was this the one that got hit? This is the one that got hit, right? This is, I mean, this was the strongest one. I think this is the one that got knocked to 1. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if it's gonna hold, if it's the same price anymore, but it is a very good ulti pull. I mean, hey, I can't be upset about pulling an ulti in an OTS pack. So we'll keep that right there. She does look very nice. She does look very nice. All right. Well, now we get to the main event. Now we get to the real stuff. That was a nice little warm up. Nice little warm up, chat. All right. So what was it you want to do? Chat versus? I'll pick 2 packs out of the box, and then y'all pick which one you'll want to be, and which one do you vote for? Joko got hit. Okay. All right. Then yeah, it's then yeah, it definitely is not the same price. It used to be like a $30 ulti, so I don't think it's gonna keep that price if it's down to 1 now. All right, burst protocol. I'm gonna shuffle up these packs because these boxes are mapped. That is one unfortunate, annoying thing about this set, is like these boxes are extremely mapped, and I don't want to open like all of my high rarity stuff off the beginning of the video. We're gonna shuffle up all of these packs. Best we can, we're gonna shuffle up all these packs. My skills of shuffling commander decks have come for this. All right. And then we will take half of them, put them in here. And other half right here. All right, there we go. So now they're completely randomized and we don't know what is what. Let's pick the first 2 packs. I grew fleshy hands. They're big hands to hold, chat. They're big hands to choke the life out of you, chat. Imagine these hands choking the life out of you. All right, pick the pack, chat. Do you want left or right? Which one will be your pack? We're gonna go pack versus pack. Left pack for chat or right pack for chat? Which one are you feeling? Got 1 vote for right. Got 1 vote for right. Thinking of doing either Adamance or Magnet Warriors or going full in on 60 card Earth Pile. Which side can you lift heavier? All right, we have 1 vote for right. So we're just gonna say the right one is chat's pack. So we're gonna go pack versus pack. So let's start with chat's pack first. Let's see chat's pack. See what chat's pack has. Left has the Starlight Fall. You do not you will not believe how many Starlights I saw pulled last night. Starlight Forbidden Crown, regular Forbidden Crowns, Starlight Fallen of Albaz. It was insane. People were gambling addicts last night at the store. Like, people were dropping out of the tournament early to buy more boxes and like just keep plussing off of the boxes. All right, so for chat's pack, the first card is Rain of Frogs, pretty pog card. Riot's Reason, Hollow Rocket Dragon, Elf Note's Plea for Help. I have not actually just read this card because I thought it was bad. Let's see. Your opponent cannot target monsters in your Cindermane's monster zone with card effects. This card gains the appropriate effects based off the attributes of the monster in your main monster zone. If it's Fire or Earth, your synchro monsters attack inflict piercing. If it's Water or Wind, Other face-up spells and traps you control cannot be destroyed. And then if it's light or dark, you take no battle damage. Okay, interesting. Tip of the tiny tongue. When your opponent activates a card or effect by declaring exactly one card name, negate that effect. Then you can add one declared card from your deck to your hand. If the set card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. So if you declare something with Salesman, for example, they can flip this over. Like if I go Salesman called Droll, they can flip this over and just add Droll to their hand. That's hilarious. That's funny. Forbidden Ritual Art. Throne of the Archfiends, the ritual for Archfiends. Fist of the Armed Dragon, and the first pull for chat is Nightmare Hands. Oh, speaking of that's perfect, Nightmare Hands, because y'all have nightmares about my hands. I told you, just envision these hands choking the life out of you, chat. Just envision the hands choking the life out of you. All right, for my pack, let's see if we can beat chat. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Duke Archfiend, DD Alfred Divine King Sage King, Keel Shipwright for Hire, Flux Oxenfeld. This is part of the magnet stuff. This is Earth Rock fusion. This is for the magnets. I believe the searches. Let's see if this card is fusion summoned. You can special summon one rock monster from your hand or graveyard. Quick effect, you can target one earth monster you control and one card your opponent controls and destroy and return both of them to the hand. That's good. Assist, yummy. Vodnika, the Fountain Spirit. I believe this is like level 10 support. Arsenal Audit. Send up to 2 equipped spells with different names from your deck to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one face up monster you control. Equip it with up to 2 equipped spells. You can only use one effect each per turn. And then if that equipped monster inflicts any battle damage, it's halved. That's interesting. Shipping Archfiend, yo, oomph. I really love this card. This card is so cute. This card is so cute. Yo, what's going on, Lancelot? Give me on. Welcome in. And, oh, hey, we pulled our own Zalin. Sweet. I can finally put this in my deck. I wanted to test this card last night, but I didn't want to pay someone for the Zalin. I didn't want to pay someone for a super that I was probably going to pull in the box. So sweet, we finally have a Zalin of our own to replace our Herald of the Arclight. It's a level 7 tuner. If you haven't seen this card, it's really cool. It's an omni negate that negates on the chain. So if something is chaining to something, you can. How much was it gonna pay for it? It's only like $1. It's a super. It won't be like expensive at all. I just don't want to pay pre-release prices. But it negates on the chain. It's an omni negate that negates on the chain. So you can either negate the thing that is being chained to. So the thing that's chain 1, or you can negate the thing that is chaining to the first thing. So you can negate either chain 1 or chain 2. Really cool card. So excited to finally get to play test that card now as well. Speaking of playtesting, I believe next week I'm going to be finding a day on schedule. I'm going to be doing some live duels, some remote duels with some friends to playtest the new set and to show off really some more TCG stuff. We have the Vic Viper Type L. I haven't decided if I'm going to stream it or if I'm going to just record it and then put it on YouTube. But we'll see. We'll see what people are interested in. Did I create my VTuber model? No, I came up with the concept of it. Came up with the idea of it, but I did not create it. Did not make it. Elf nodes are Astea of Trust. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control. Move that monster you control to another of your main monster zones. When your opponent activates a spell trap card, while you control 3 or more Elf Note monsters, you can negate that effect. So this is more of if you're playing just the Elf Note archetype. So, another Rain of Frogs, another tip of Tidying Tongue, another Throne of Archfiend, another Vodnica. This is almost like the same pack from earlier. And Assault Lich and, ooh, Highness Archfiend. That's really cute. I really like the art of it. Really like the art of it. The art of it is very cute. I know it's like a ritual deck. I don't really know. It's like a ritual pendulum deck that I don't know what else it does too much. But I know the Highness Archfiend is actually like one of the main starters. It's like your best normal summon. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Doomsday Change. I had this activated against me. I played a Doomsday player in the final round, not final round, third round, and not good. Not good. They do like they basically just set a they basically just floodgate you with a Droll and Lockbird that's an in archetype trap, so that's annoying. But outside of that, the deck doesn't really do much. It's a light fiend monster. I thought the Archfiends are supposed to be dark monsters. It is a light fiend. That is correct. So it does go into a Fiendsmith combo. Good catch. GMX Alos. This is the new Jurassic Park like archetype, TCG exclusive archetype. Looks interesting. It's like dinosaur support for Dynamorphia as well, because it like burns yourself to activate all of its effects or like get the hits off of it. So very interesting. Another Pisanta, another Rain of Frogs. We're gonna get a lot of these. Mechanical Mechanic, a level 3 machine tuner. Very cute, very cool. Tip of the Tidying Tongue. Magnet Warrior Sigma minus, another Magnet Warrior. Maybe we can get it. Maybe we can get some Magnet Warriors going. It'd be cool to like see what all we get and see if we can like try it out for Genesis. And then our super is Borreload Fatal Flare Dragon. I believe they run this card. If this card is fusion summoned, you can add 1 rocket monster from your deck to your hand. So it already Rhodas. So that's pretty good. Then you can target 1 dark monster you control, equip it with 1 dark link monster from the graveyard or banishment as an equip spell, give it 500 attack. If this card is sent to the graveyard as link material, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. Oh, I don't know, this card's pretty sick. It's a good going second card too, because you just like make this card. It's kind of like Yugioh. You make this card and then get the search and then you link it off and now you get a pop with it as well. That's pretty nice. That's really nice. There's something there, chat. There's something there. We like the Borreload stuff. And they also get another wave of support in the like next burst set. I think it's like 2 sets from now. So it's a little bit of ways away, but I mean, people are already slotting it into Dragon Link, it looks like. So we have Fandora, another Stormbane Dragon, another Vic Viper type L, Wake Up Earl with Earl Grey Tea. Very cute. Magnet Bonding, a quick play spell during the main phase. Activate 1 of these effects. Add 1 Conduction Linear Magnum plus minus. What the fuck? Add 1 Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum plus minus, or 1 level 4 lower Magnet Warrior. Or it also fusion summon. Oh no, or add 1 level 8 Magna Warrior from deck to hand. Or it also fusion summons 1 rock fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling rock monsters from your hand. Oh my god, it's also a fucking miracle fusion? That's crazy. It's a branded fusion for magnets. This card's insane. What the hell? It's a branded fusion for magnets on a quick play. Magnets might be nuts. Speaking of Sigma minus, there's a Sigma minus. Assist Yummy. Dual Evolution and Assault. Oh my god, we got a Starlight. It's not a good Starlight, but we got one. Rest in peace. Oh, I did not know how to react to it. I was like, oh my god, I saw shiny. It's a Starlight. And then I was like, oh, it's the Rescue a Star secret. Oh my god. Oh, this card. I don't think this card's very good. I don't know. I don't think this card's very good. I don't know if people see if you can special summon. It's 2+ fire monsters. Link 4. You can only special summon once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can add a hydrant or the field spell from your deck to graveyard to hand. I mean, that's not bad. If you activate a Rescue Ace quick play spell card or trap, you can also target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. I mean, that's not terrible. That's actually not a terrible card. I just don't know how Rescue Ace is positioned. I don't know if like it's enough to bring Rescue Ace back, but hey, I mean, we did pull a Starlight. Like, let's go. Would have preferred a Starlight. Would have preferred a Starlight anything else, but I guess beggars can't be choosers, unfortunately. Would have the Starlight Fallen of Albaz or whatever, Albaz White or Forbidden Crown would have gone crazy. Yeah, I think the least pulled card at my locals last night was Forbidden Crown. I think that card is like pretty short printed. And a lot of people, not a whole lot of people, but a good number of people were pulling this card as their secret. I don't know, it felt pretty, it felt pretty like, variant. I mean, it's pretty, it is a pretty card and it is a Starlight. So let's go. Vtuber luck, baby. We pulled a ulti and a Starlight in the same opening. So again, can't be too mad, can't be too upset about that. It is a pretty card. It will either sit in a binder or we can we can possibly give it away eventually. We'll see. I might be like a giveaway for a video or something.
Hey, thanks.
Because we are getting close to 1K subscribers. Yo, bound to what? Hold on, I gotta catch. That was YouTube, wasn't it? Thank you for the subscribing on YouTube. Sorry I don't have like the notification, but appreciate it. But yeah, like I was saying, we're close to 1K subscriber on YouTube. So I am planning a giveaway for that. I just have no idea what we're doing yet. And we're also close to YouTube partner as well. So did I do the pack trick? I don't know if I did the pack trick or not. So we'll see. Elf Note, plea for hire or plea for help. For hired trap, Archfiend's Fervor, Hollow Rocket Dragon, Rhapsody of Madness, Shichigo-san, Boss on Parade for the BES support, Fister, oh, and an Ultra immediately after the whatchamacallit, the Starlight, Invoked Magistus Omega. Let's go. Are the like invoked Dracotail decks playing this, or like the Magistus Dracotail decks playing this? Do not know. I do not know. I've seen it a couple of times on Master Duel since they've got it before us, but it is. I know you make it with the Spenta line stuff, so that's not bad. That's not bad. That's our first Ultra of the box. We still got a lot more to go. It is a pretty art though. We like the art. Yo, Ken, thank you for the luck. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Give me outing. All right, 4 from the back. Let's see. A Hollow Rocket Dragon. We also might, depending on how box prices go, we might buy another box on Amazon when it gets actual released for stores. Vic Viper, Riot's Reasoning, Mischief of the Wolves. It's basically Mischief of the Gnomes, but on a quick play spell that also affects your stuff. You can bridge any Magistus into Dracotail branded and White Force. Yeah, Spenta is crazy. Dark Lord Dance. This is the fusion for Dark Lord. New Dark Lord stuff. Speaking of Dark Lord, we got Dark Lord Golgullet. Golgullet? Gung Ho Spriggans, a new Spriggan support card. That's not bad. GMX Chairman Kimbridge and Collusion, the Magna Warrior. Hell yeah. Magnets, baby. Magnets for Genesis. I want to look at the deck. I want to look at the deck because it has been topping OTSs or the OCG like tournaments. It's been topping every now and then. Like, it's definitely a fringe card. Heard Omega Fusion. Yeah, I got the invoked Magistus Fusion. Invoked Magistus Omega. Oh, the Omega. Oh, that bridges into everything. Oh, let me read this then. Let me read this. I know you had to make it with the Spenta. And so a Spenta plus a Fusion Xyz Link monster. If this card is special summoned, you can target one Fusion Synchro Xyz Link monster in your graveyard and one monster on the field. Banish both of them. If this Fusion summon card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon, or card effect, you can special summon one level 4 spellcaster monster from your deck. Okay, so that's how you get into the White Forest stuff. Then you can equip this card as an equipped spell. Okay. All right, that's not bad. Yeah, it does. On eBay, that Trust Protocol is 70. That'd be 75. And the what protocol? The arbitrator, or are you just saying box is a burst protocol or that? I don't remember if I did the pack trick. I did not do the pack trick. Okay, I had to take a peek. 1, 2. Oh, so that's sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, not trust burst protocol. Yeah, a box is a burst protocol, or like 70-ish, 75 after tax. So we'll see if they hold that amount. We'll see what's going on, because we do have a YCS coming up like within the week, right? Like next week. Pasanta Sigma Plus Sigma Grind Set. First Penguin, Assault Zone, Noma. I love this art. Oh, look at my new wife, chat. This is my new wife. She is so hot. I would sign any contract to have her do any experiment that she wants on me. I would be her little guinea pig. I would be her little lab rat. I love this art of that card. I hate that she's a normal. I hate that she is just a common.
Hey, thanks.
Yo, Azazel, thank you for the follow, or thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Give me yawning, give me yawning. Throne of the Archfiends, Archfiend strategy, and Conduction Warrior Plasma Magnum. So we are just getting the magnet stuff. Okay, this is one of the new magnet boss monsters. Face-up monsters on the field become Earth monsters, so it floodgates your opponent. In some situations, and then you can only use each effect of Conduction Warrior Plasma once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can add a magnet, normal, quick play, or field spell from your deck to your hand. That's pretty good. I don't know why they just didn't say magnet spell, but whatever. You can also send one level 8 Magnet Warrior monster from your deck to the graveyard. Immediately after this effect resolves, you get to normal summon one level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior. Okay, that card's sick. Card's sick. Magnets might be a thing. Might need to look out for the magnet deck tech from Neko. At least for like Genesis. I'll give it a try, give it a look, see. 3 and 4. Are you a scaly if she turns into a dinosaur, or are you just like, or are you normal? Like, she's not a dinosaur, she just can turn into one. Whirlwind for hire. Wake up Earl. Elf Nodes Trust. Theo Realize Liberation. Medius Slop. Forbidden Ritual Art. Radiant Typhoon Ascendance, the brand new Radiant Quick Play spell. This Radiant Typhoon is actually crazy and scary, chat. You gotta be ready for Radiant Typhoon. Magnet Bonding, we talked about already, is branded fusion for the deck. Salt Lich and GMX Researcher Solandi. The GMX, the dino cards. Okay, so we've pulled one Ultra and one I don't know if the Starlight takes the place of a secret or if it takes the place of an Ultra. But we pulled a Starlight, so Not bad. Come on, we want a Forbidden Crown. We don't want it to take the place of an Ultra because we want a Crown or we want a Albaz. Theorize, Archfiend, Doomsy Change, Alfredo, Sigma Minus, Sigma Grind Set, Magnet Bonding, Dark Lord Dance, Rocket Detonator, and another Highness Archfiend. Okay. Might have a playset of Archfiends. Not bad, not bad. We also did pull the Zolin, so I'm excited to play test with the Zolin a bit. Do you think Elf Note White Forest is the best way going forward? It is too early to tell. I will give you like the most honest answer possible. It is way too early to tell. It has some strengths, it has some weaknesses. I'll talk about it after the box and talk about how I felt after playing it last night. But yeah, anyone who tells you like, hey, this is the next way, this is the best way to build the deck on like day one of a set coming out, they're just trying to sell you something. They're just trying to clickbait you for views. It is way too early to tell. We don't even know what this format is going to look like yet to even like build a proper competitive deck. We have I know it's not the best answer. I know it's not like the answer a lot of people want to hear. They want to be like, oh no, this is how, a lot of people want to be told like, this is how you build the deck, but it is way too early to be able to say for sure. Duke Archfiend, Passanta, Double Interlock, Shichigo-san, Matting Rhapsodia, Golgolet, Boss on Parade, and Jade Dragon Mech. I think that's a level 8 tuner or a level 8 synchro monster, generic. Well, but if you use a machine tuner or like if it's special summoned, you can send a machine tuner from your deck to hand to graveyard. Ba 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 ba. All right, come on. Let's get something sweet. Let's get something sweet. We've gotten a lot of supers out of the box already. Fervor for higher field spell, Sigma Grind Set, Sigma Plus. Man, I think we almost have a playset of all the magnet stuff. Throne, Strategy, and another Jade Dragon Mech. Okay. Praying for some Illusion Primite stuff to get value on that new vanilla. Yeah, I don't know like what you would use it for. Like it's a, what even level is it? It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a level 8 illusion. So interesting. Yeah, I don't know what lines people would do for it. I'm sure there's something. I'm sure there's something with it. They keep just printing like, they just keep printing vanilla monsters for Primite. Is Rescue Ace going to be good? I do not know. I have never played Rescue Ace in my life. I don't know if it does enough in this format. The new Link is very good. This Link 4 is very good from what we read, but I just don't know if it's good enough for the format. Theorize Liberation for higher trap, Double Interlock. Skipped one. Keel. We've pretty much seen every common or uncommon at this point. Assault Zone, Boss on Parade, and oh no, Arsenal Unit Audit, and a GMX Applied Experiment. So this is the fusion spell for that deck. Like it excavates the top cards of your deck until you excavated a GMX or a dinosaur monster. The problem is you lose 400 life points for each card that you excavate, and then you fusion summon with any excavated monster or any monsters that you've excavated. So you want to hit like 2 monsters, one of them being a GMX. Neko, I would love to see you open a Wild Survivors booster box from the TCG player. But isn't that the set with is that set with Vanquish Soul and Labyrinth and all that? Valence. I would like to do more box openings. I'm poor, chat. I pay for this out of my pocket. I don't make any money here yet. Artesia Trust, Duke Archfame, Big Viper type L, Alos, Gungan Spriggans, Golget, Dark Lord Dance, Mechanical Manic, and woo! Our second secret was an Elf Note Lucina. Okay. That's not bad. Elf Notes, baby. We might actually have to hold on to that because I don't know if like one Lucina is gonna, I don't know about the ratios yet. Like for White Forest, we only need one Lucina, which is not great into Droll, but she is like the best. She's your Kashtira Fenrir basically. She is for any like other archetype, you want to play 3 of this card. So that's not bad. That's not bad. She's also very pretty, Chad. The main thing is she is very pretty. So let's put a little penny sleeve on her and have her sit up here. And put all our supers and let's put our ultra here. There we go. Lucina is very pretty. So not bad. Hopefully I can hopefully we might have to sell her. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the rest of this box goes. One, two, three, four. Waifu tax. True. We have Fendor, Duke Archfiend, Archfiend Playtime, Stormbane Dragon Disturber, Dark Lord Dance, Magnet Warrior Sigma Minus, Magnet Bonding, and oh, that's the Noma again, and another Boral reboot. So 2 Boral traps. Yeah, Lucina is very strong. If you haven't seen this card or you haven't watched my Elf Note videos yet for Elf Note White Forest, Elf Notes are basically Kashtira engine. They all inherently special summon themselves to the center main monster zone. And then on the field, they have individual effects. Lucina, Lucina adds any of the Elf Note monsters. So she's your extra copies of the blue one or the yellow one for right now. And then when she swaps to the center main monster zone, she bounces a level 6 or lower monster. I didn't get to use that effect last night, but yeah, there's a lot of awkward stuff with the Elf Note stuff that I didn't realize until actually getting my hands on them and getting to go through some of the plays. But 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got first Penguin, Flux Oxenfeld, the magnet card, Elf Note's Plea for Help, Elf Node's Artesia of Trust, Radiant Typhoon Ascendance, Oomph, Forbidden Ritual Art, Tip of Tiny Tongue, and another Ultra. We got K9X Ripper M Ultra. Let's see here. 2 level 9 monsters. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. If this card is special summoned by K9 Spell Trap Effect, which is like the only way you're going to be able to special summon this, you can target up to 2 cards from your opponent's graveyard and or banishment, shuffle them into the deck. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card and negate that effect and then destroy all cards on the field. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, K9 needs it, honestly. K9 needs it. K9 needs a Raigeki that's also a monster effect negate. Sure, dog. Sure. Yeah. I mean, why not? Why not at this point? They need it. When I think about notoriously weak archetypes, I think about K9. Generator support, actually so real and true for that one. Actually so real and true. All right, well, that's 2 of the ultras. So I think the Starlight can either take the place of a ultra or a secret. I don't know. If it is a secret, then we pulled our 2 secrets, unfortunately. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we can get a crown or something. But there's an Alfred. There's Mischief of the Woods. Or of the Wolves. Alos. Wake Up Earl. Rocket Detonator. Archfiend Strategy. Forbidden Ritual Art. the Dirk Dragon, and oh, it's another. Oh my God, we pulled the Ecclesia Secret. We pulled the Ecclesia Secret. Okay, so it did take the place of an Ultra. Yo, three secret pack. Let's go. Yo. Okay, listen. I am a branded hater. I hate branded, but they will give me so much money for this card. So I love branded players. Chat, have I ever mentioned how much I love branded players and how much they want to buy this card and how much it is an $80 card right now? Oh, that is a good secret to pull. That is one of the better secrets to pull. And that is not bad. We will sleeve that up immediately. As soon as I find a clean penny sleeve. I don't know why all my penny sleeves are dirty all of a sudden, but there we go. Ah! Oh, well, now it's damaged forever. Now it's tainted value. There we go. All right. 80, thought it was going for 30. People were buying it for $60 last night. Unless it's like immediately dipped after pre-release last night. People were buying it for $60 or $70 last night. There we go. So we'll see. We'll see. You can't hate Ecclesia. She's so cute. I don't know, dog. Ecclesia is just Snow Bunny mind control. Ecclesia is literally Snow Bunny mind control. Hell yeah, though. I will gladly take that pull, though. That's not bad. So I don't know if it's gonna hold its price, but it's we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, people are desperate for the branded stuff, especially to get it before YCS Richmond at this point. So it's a good time. A lot of people are gonna be picking up cards. And because they want to play branded Draco Tail, because everyone's like Draco Tail, branded Draco Tail best deck for this format. Riot's Reason, Whirlwind for Hire, got a Rain of Frogs, a Keel Shipwright for Hire, Boss on Parade, Yugioh, Maddening Rhapsodia, Rocket Detonator, and another Fortuna. Okay, well, we have our playset of Fortuna now. It's the worst elf known, but she's cute. She's cute, and we have a playset of her now, just in case. Yeah, someone will have to like look up TCG Player and see like what it's going for now. I assume like, of course, like all of these cards are not going to hold in price because it's pre-release weekend, and a lot of people are getting their hands on the product and selling it immediately, or opening product and then selling it immediately. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I just like opening cards, chat. I just like feeding my Gamba addiction. I like Gamba. All right. My branded heart is begging that the branded stuff will be less expensive in the future. I don't know, man. Branded is starting to feel like Blue Eyes and Dark Magician to me, where it's just like not nostalgia bait. It's too young to be nostalgia bait, or it's too modern to be nostalgia bait. It's other I don't know. They just keep doing branded stuff. They just keep giving support to that deck. Like it's definitely become like the non-anime like mainstay deck, or like poster child deck for Yu-Gi-Oh. Sigma Plus, Sigma Grind Set, Archfiend's Fervor, Doomsday. TCG has it at 48 with a lot of listings around 50 and 52. Okay, yeah. I think it'll hold about like as a $40 card, $45 card. And it's just not bad. First Penguin, Doomsday Change, Ascendance, Radiant Typhoon is very scary. Assault Lich, Oomph, Golgolet, and oh no, our last Ultra. Our last Ultra is Rescue Ace Quick Attacker. Rescue Ace Quick Attacker. Level 3, you can shuffle one rescue ace monster from your hand or face up field into the deck. Special summon this card from your hand. You contribute this card, add a rescue ace monster from deck to hand. Then you can special summon if only your opponent controls a monster. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except fire monsters. Okay, interesting card. The cards that help, Dragon Maid, 5-star, Calf 9, what? I know the branded content with the community is just very huge. Yeah, a lot. I mean, branded is definitely one of the most popular like archetypes for Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, definitely has the largest player base of like modern decks. To be fair. Wish I didn't need to go out of state to play Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon TCG in person. Yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna try and go to nationals. I have my invite for Nats, but I more so than anything I want to go and like blog it or vlog it for I want to make videos while I'm there. I want to like stream while I'm there. Yumio, what's going on? Good meowing, Lou Kitty. Welcome in, welcome in. Still waiting for good Harpy Lady support. True. I'm so glad they got, I mean, they got rid of Featherstorm, so like I think you could bring Harpy stuff back. Definitely make some more support. AKA Maid's Tails and K9. Oh, okay. I mean, we did pull the K9 Ripper. That's about it. Or we also got a K9 Jokel ulti that we pulled from my prize packs, from my OTS packs. Double Interlock, Wake Up Cup Earl, Assault Lich, Assault Zone, Dirk, Fist of the Armed Dragon, and another Elf Notes Welcome Home. Okay, well, we have our playset of the Elf Notes supers. We have all of the Elf Notes super playsets now. What cards are you searching for? I'm not searching for anything. I got all of the Elf Note stuff last night before I played in the tournament. So I got all of my engine that I needed for right now. So all this stuff is going to be like given, a lot of it is going to be given away in like future giveaways, depending on what it is. Because we're going to celebrate hitting 1K subscribers here pretty soon at this rate. We're almost at 900. After we get 900, then it's 1K. But then outside of that, we're selling a lot, and we'll open more boxes. We'll open more boxes because it's a really fun set to open, really good set to open. Synchro Dragon, Alfred, Oxenfeld, Doomsday Change, Bodnik, Assist Yummy, Kimbridge, Audit, and Returned Dino Deneen. Level 1. In 20 going to locals. No Exorcister stuff. Yeah, we haven't pulled any of the Exorcister stuff, unfortunately. I have not seen a lot of the Exorcister stuff get pulled. I think I saw one of their like continuous spell is a super. I think I saw pulled, but I haven't seen anything else. Like I haven't seen the actual extra deck monster. One Doomsday to hit Master Duel so bad. I played against Doomsday last night. One of their traps is scary, but like outside of that, I don't. They were playing like Bamboo Sword, like version of the deck, and I wasn't really like scared of anything outside of that trap that basically drolls you. Keel should write for hire. We have 2 more packs after this. Alos, Arsenal Audit, Strategy, Dirk, Vodnik, and oh hey, we did get a BES Metal Slave. BES support, yeah. Who was it in the chat? Was it Chungus in the chat that was talking about BES support, wanting the new BES stuff? So we pulled the continuous spell and we pulled a Metal Slave. Very cool, very cool. All right, final 2 packs, chat. The final 2 packs. Which one? Which one should we do? Left or right? The Bamboo Sword version is so weird to me because they don't run hand traps or anything to draw into. I mean, they were drawing into like Mulcharmies with it, but I don't know if his exact build was what I saw online, but yeah, because he was playing like Mulcharmies and of course playing Droll and stuff. in the deck. Oh, chat's picking left. Okay, chat is picking left first. All right. So we will save. This will be the final pack over here behind me. Left has the Fallen of the White Dragon. I mean, I hello? Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back. Hello, Moshi Moshi. Moshi Moshi. We're back. Well, I don't know what happened there. OBS randomly died. OBS randomly died. Hello. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it did that. Give me 1 second. Let me see. That's probably gonna split the VODs. So 1 second. I don't know why it did that. Okay, it did not split the VODs, oddly enough. Yeah, I don't know why OBS just randomly died. OBS randomly crashed. Okay, we're back. Tell chat, type refresh stream. Hello, Moshi. Hello. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I didn't go through the rest of the pack because I got an error. I got like an error message saying like, oh, it crashed, and then it's like reconnecting you. I haven't had that happen before. Crazy, wild even. I don't know. I'm too afraid. If you've ever seen like, if you know anything about VTubers, or if you've like met any VTubers or watched any other VTubers, updating OBS is the scariest thing you can do, because sometimes when you update OBS, it just deletes all of your files for some reason. It just it just breaks everything. So like, I'm terrified of ever updating my OBS, especially for a day that I stream. Okay, let's hit record again. I don't know if that messed up the recording that I already had going. Let me double check. Okay, it doesn't look like it did. Doesn't look like it messed that up. So we're lucky we're there. So we do still have the recording. Okay, well, fingers crossed, chat, that doesn't happen again. That's that's all I can say. Let's finish up the pack. We have 1 pack left after this. First Penguin, Yugioh-san, Fist Armed Dragon, the Fister, Radiant Typhoon, Ascendance, Elf Notes, Manning Rhapsodia. Oh, hey, Elf Notes Power Patron. Nice, let's go. Pride Chicken. Pride Bird. Penguin. Pride Penguin. Power Patron. Evil Pride Bird. Yeah, it is evil as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. It's the future that leftists want. This is the future that leftists want. All right, the final pack as chosen by chat. Final pack. Can we get lucky and hit anything extra? Theorize Liberation. Elf Notes Plea for Help. Archfiend Playtime. Storm Bane Dragon Distortum. Chairman Kimbridge. Oomph. Got another Oomph. Gung Ho Spriggans. Assist Yummy. And the final card of the box is... Oh, we did get another Ultra! Yo! It is an air box! What the fuck? Yo! Hey! I did not believe, chat. I did not believe. I was 100% not a believer. I was a doubter. I should have believed in chat. I should have believed in the catters. They know better than I. Yo! Hell yeah! Okay. I mean, that's a... As far as not pulling, whatchamacallit, like the expensive cards like the Crown or the Albaz, I will gladly take a error box of like 3 secrets, 4 ultras. That's not bad. That's not bad. I don't need a. I don't know what Moshi Moshi is, but I hope it's fluffy and adorable. It's like it's a casual greeting. It's a casual Japanese greeting. Like if you're answering the phone, answering a friend's call or something, you go Moshi Moshi. Moshi Moshi. All right, 1 second. I'm running low on top loaders. I had to go find some top loaders. So hell yeah. This one's this one's got a little bit of marking on it. Ignore the price. Ignore the price. Let's see here. So we got a rescue ace, quick attacker. Here, we can do it on the opposite side. Ba, 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 ba. I want to break free. Let's see here. We got the rocket loader. So the rocket loader is the best starter, right? That's the new best starter. Like it's really strong. One knows how I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free. Am I really one top loader short? Am I really one top loader short? Surely I have another top loader around here. Surely I have one more. God, that one's gross. And surely I have one more clean one. Surely I have one more clean top loader around here. Alright, it might just be a penny sleeve for now. For the invoked card. It might just be a penny sleeve. Alright. Let's get this out of the way. Alright, not bad. Let's stack up all of our supers. So like I said, a lot of these cards I'll probably just like do a little giveaways on the channel in like future videos or for celebration of hitting 1K subscribers. When we hit that, since we're very close. Neko, did you pull any branded stuff? I did. I pulled the new Ecclesia Synchro. That's very strong. Let's go through everything real fast. Let's go through everything. Oh, bomb. So including the prize packs, I should probably take out like the quick attacker for the put the Lucina in a top loader instead. I'll be honest, because the Lucina is actually expensive. That would be the smart thing to do. Hold on 1 second. Put that there. Put that there. Now we put it in the top loader. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. All right, so for including the box that we got, or not including the OTS packs, we got an Ulti Jokel pulled, a Alpha Notes Lucina secret, which is a very good secret, and definitely people are going to need 3 of this card if they played the Alpha Note package, especially with the support coming in the future. We got the Ecclesia Dark Dragon, or Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon. The new Ecclesia Synchro that's very strong for branded. And then we pulled a Rescue Ace Arbiter Starlight rare. I mean, it's not the best Starlight rare we could have pulled, but I mean, I can't complain, Chad. This is a very good box in terms of just like actual just pulls. Getting 2 secrets plus a Starlight is crazy. It's crazy. Because I think the ratios are like you get 2 secrets and 4 ultras. And then if you pull a Starlight, it's like it's supposed to like take the place of a secret or ultra, but it doesn't look like it did that. It looks like we got everything. And then for our ultras, we got the Rescue Ace Quick Attacker, the Invoked Magistus Omega, Canine Ripper, and a Rocket Loader, which is like the best starter for the new Rocket Boreload stuff. God, do your dishes for the branded card. I've already done my dishes though. My sink is clean. My sink is clean and clear. Let's see, what is this Rocket Loader? This Rocket Loader is, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 level 7 Dark Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except dark monsters. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 face-up monster on the field. It becomes dark until the end of this turn. Okay, so yeah, it's just your normal summon that adds, and then you can also yeah, this just adds your other Boreload stuff at that point. So mow your grass. I don't have grass. I live in an apartment complex. I'm sorry. I've got nothing. So hell yeah. Like I said, I'll see if people, my locals, need like some of these cards first, because I know a lot of people are looking for cards and stuff, but outside of that, I will probably just be giving away some of this stuff on the channel for channel videos, and in celebration of when we hit 1K subscribers. So I'll hold on to them for now until we see. But hell yeah, I call that a successful box, chat. I'd say that's a good box. I say that's a good box, chat. That's a good one. All right, let me clean up a little bit. Give me 1 second. Let me stop the recording real fast. Let me clean up all of this trash. I'll bug any neighbors that get on your nerves. Okay, that might actually be true. That actually might be helpful. Oh, so many packed plastics. Let me clean off my desk. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's put all of my comments in this box. I'll do stuff for you if you burn those branded cards. I mean, I do like burning branded cards. I'm a fan of burning branded cards. Not opposed. Oh yeah, we did pull the Zalin, so I might actually I'll get to play test the Zalin now. So I am excited about that. I forgot about the Zalin. Yeah, we got basically everything that, I mean, we could have asked for, could have wanted, potentially. Let's move that off to the side. Dragon Link Tier 3 confirmed with new support. I mean, it's, I mean, if Tier 1 is like branded Draco Tail plus whatever other deck, like K9, Vanquish Soul at this point, probably those 2 decks are Tier 1 now. I think I can see it like tier 2.5. I don't think it's like a bad deck. I don't think it's unplayable. And the new support is very good for it. The new support definitely brings it back as a fringe deck. Like you will see Dragon Link sometimes. Speaking of fringe decks, let's talk about White Forest, shall we? Let's talk about White Forest Elven Notes. So if you have been following me on Twitter, or if you follow me on Blue Sky, or if you looked at the YouTube posts, or if you are part of the Discord, you might have saw I got second place with White Forest Elven Notes. I went 3-1, lost my final round. But we did get second place, so we did get this nice little burst protocol mat. Let's flip over with my nice little Grinning Neko unique field center on my own Oshi. But we played White Forest Elven Notes. We played a clean 40 card list. I don't know quite yet what I want to do with the deck. All right, first and foremost, it needs a lot more testing. We need a lot more testing. It is very strong going first. Big problem I have is I can't win a die roll to save my life, chat. I lost every die roll last night. And Elven Notes, not great going second, I found out. It's not great going second. So let me order this real fast and I will talk about the deck. Let's see here. Bop. 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 Bump. Bump. Pew 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 pew. Pum 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 pum. Pum 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 pum. God knows how I want to break free. Bam 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 bam. Boop 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 boop. Ba 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 da ba ba dum bum 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 bum. Boom boom. Bam 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 bam. To break free. Noble Knight is sold, was being hard locked into Noble Knight's win. Do you have car sleeves of your Vtuber model yet for sale? No, it's one thing I definitely want to do in the future, or like that's I definitely want to that's one of the goals I want this year. Is I definitely would like to make like small merch by the end of the year. Have some kind of merch. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hold on 1 second, almost done. Dot, dot. And then we have just the non-engine. Bump, 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 bump. Okay. So, ordered it out now. The field center is adorable. The art on it, I love it. It was a birthday gift for me. It was a birthday gift. I hope to like of course not this art or whatever, but I also hope to like, well, be one of the like merch things I would like to do is have either make like a field center or card sleeves. Eventually work my way up to a mat if people want mats of like art of me. We'll see. We'll see what people are into or what people want to buy. All right. So went 3-1 last night with Elf Note White Forest. Basically, was not planning to play Elf Note's White Forest. I just showed up because we were on the old ban list. I just showed up with my original deck from like 2 weeks ago that I've been winning each weekend with. But a lot of people pulled basically the entire Elf Note engine that I wanted, so I was just like, all right, I spent a little bit more money than I wanted to originally, that I had planned to originally, and ended up getting the entire Elf Note engine that I needed before I even opened this box. So got to play it through the tournament. It felt good when I got to go first. It felt great. Only problem is they are not good going second. I think we like side them out going second after playing with them. But for the deck, I played it at a clean 40 cards. I'll just go through the like deck list and I'll talk about like what worked, what didn't. We have 3 LZ, 3 Sylvie, and then 1 as LZ, and this is all your White Forest names because these are the best White Forest names. We cut the Stellar out. I could see a world where you could play Russia if you wanted to go up in card count, but these are the only White Forest names that you need, because these are the best starters. Your LZ, of course. Search is your Sylvie. You use your normal summon for your Sylvie, and to get your spells and traps. And then as LZ extends you into your Sinful Spoil stuff. After that, we have the White Forest spells and traps. We have the 1 tail still, 3 witch. Reason why we're playing 3 witch and not cutting this card down is because the Elf Note stuff locks you into synchros. Your field center, is that a 2B plushie? It is. It is me holding a 2B plushie. I love Nier Automata. One of my favorite, if not one of my favorite game of all time. I'm a sleepy little boy holding my 2B plushie. It's also a nod to I have a 2B body pillow for jokes, for the memes. But reason why we play 3 witch is because the Elf Note archetype, the Elf Note stuff, the Elf Note continuous spell, the Elf Note synchro, and Power Patron all lock you into synchros for the turn. So we're locked out of Azamina engine for that if we have to go Elf Note stuff first. So we can just play 3 witch because we basically do the same thing as we did previously, where if we lock ourselves out of our dark monsters or lock ourselves out of Azamina monsters, then we just set Debtors. Deception sets itself at instep, and now we can just make Azamina Illa Sylvia during our opponent's turn. And this is all of the White Forest spells and traps. We're not playing Woes anymore. I didn't really miss Woes. Woes is really just there for anti-droll, or to like be our search in case we do get drolled, so we have something to end on. But yeah, outside of that, it doesn't really do anything else. It's not really great in this format. And I could see a world where people could play it, but also with Droll being semi-limited, I don't think we knew it. What about Woes for Droll and Foa? Am I on a delay? I need to also check. I'll check in the future in the next stream. I want to see if I can like keep after presets, tuning. Let's go low latency. Let's try that. Let's try low latency and see if that that catches me up. And we refresh the stream because I know there's like a small delay between YouTube and stuff, and I'm trying to see if I can stop that delay. What about woes for Droll and Fua? So Droll going down to 2, means that we don't really care. We don't care about Fua for the first part. Fua is fine. Fua is non-existent. If they Fua us and we don't have an Ash Blossom for it, we only give them 1 draw. 2 draws at maximum for a full inboard. So Fua is not an issue with this deck. Perulia sucks. Perulia is awful. That is one of the downsides of playing the Elvenote stuff, is it makes you infinitely worse into Perulia, but also Perulia just like is the best hand trap for this deck already, so it's not really like, doesn't make it any better for us. It just makes it infinitely worse, and keeps us off our Elvenote stuff. But yeah, this is all the White Forest stuff that you need, because these are just your extenders. I could see a world where you like cut a witch and put like Sinful Spoils of the White Forest for another Sinful Spoils target for like LZ if you've already opened Deception. But honestly, I just want starters. You saw a body pillow of Diabellstal art? Okay. Where I need a link for that so I can block that, so I can never come across that accidentally, so I can never find that. I need you to send me a link to that so I can look at it in disgust and never save that link at all. Speaking of Diabellstar alt art, hey, 1 Diabellstar alt art. 1 Diabells, 1 Diabellstar, 1 Filia, and 1 Curse. These are all still the same. You still play this engine because this is still like the best engine to end on. Basically, if we have no way of getting to anti-droll stuff, you want to like make sure you have access to a trap, obviously. And you want your first search to be like Diabell's the White Witch. So you can at least just end on these 2 cards if you get drolled. And then we have the 2 wanted. You have to cut something. You have to cut something to keep this at like a clean 40 cards. I've never needed the 3rd wanted. And one game I opened a double wanted in my opening hand. I went draw phase, wanted, add Diabellstar Vengeance, and then you just sent the other one for a White Forest effect. So it was fine. But yeah, I'd never want the 3rd. I've never like missed the 3rd wanted since I've cut it. Deception, Debtors, and Hallowed Azamina, and then our last Sinful Spoils target for Silvera, just because we need to run more traps. Silvera protects our board. It's better than Morian, I feel like. Protects your board against board breakers that are very prevalent in side deck games. And also has a graveyard effect that no one ever reads. So it protects your Deception, it protects your Diabellstar, and protects your other engines. It also protects your Vengeance as well. If they try and like Ghost Bell your Vengeance effect to summon from grave, or if they try to Imperm or Valor your Vengeance in response, or if they try and like, a lot of times like I would target something with Vengeance and they would try to chain to the Vengeance to like get the target off the field. And I would just chain Sinful Spoils of Betrayal Severa to negate that so I could still get my pop. All right, for the Elf Note stuff, for the important stuff. We are on 3 Tenia. for right now, Tinia is the best one for a White Forest build. It's not. I still think you run 3 of this in like the Fiendsmith build of this deck, like Fiendsmith Elven Notes or like whatever other Elven Notes build, because getting access to the continuous spell is very good. But the card is more so important in White Forest because this one just gets us a continuous spell. This basically is like your toy soldier. This gets you your toy box. Very important. This is also one of our best starters because to like eat hand traps or to if they don't have anything to stop this part, we get to go into a monster effect negate on our 5th summon against Nibiru, and we also get to do it before we search anything, so we can play through Droll, so they can't Droll us anymore. So this is the best starter by far of the Elf Notes, specifically for White Forest. Lucina, we only are playing 1 copy because it is the extra copy of Tinia, basically. This one is your Kashtira Fenrir. This one searches your other Elf Note monsters. So it also searches your Fortuna or your Power Patron. But the only reason why this is going to be a 3 of in every other deck right now, or every other deck, this is going to be a 3 of. The only reason why we're running 1 of them is 1, you have to cut cards. We can't run a whole ton of the Elf Note engine. And 2, this is the worst one into Droll because this one adds like a Tinia or adds a Fortuna. They Droll us and now we don't have access to our White Forest stuff. And so we're only at the 1 for now, which is fine because like we said, we want to open the Tinia already. And then the last 2 White Elf Note cards are the 1 continuous spell that gets placed off the Tinia and the 1 continuous trap that is your face-up negate that gets placed off of the Fortuna. I did get to do the anti-Droll combo twice in 1 round. It felt really good. It felt really good in that aspect, especially when my opponent had Droll in hand after they went full combo and set up their board. So I was able to just like duster their back row and then dark hole their board and then go Elf Notes combo the Elf Notes line because their last card in hand was Droll, and I was just like, awesome, cool. Now we go full White Forest combo. Speaking of hand traps are very light in this deck because we just don't have a lot of room. That is another downside of the deck. So we are just on the 2 Fuelos, or sorry, the 3 Fuelos, the 3 Ash, and the 2 Perulia. Perulia, I was expecting a lot more people to be playing like K9, but I forgot that we were on the previous ban list. Perulia can be 2 Drolls, can be 2 Ghost Bells, could also just be 2 Thrusts, but there's a lot of decks right now in the format that are special summoning from hand or normal. Like you're always guaranteed 1 draw because everyone always has to like normal summon a card. But even if this just gives you 2 draws, it still like 2 draws into more engine is enough to break boards with White Forest. And then the last non-engine is the 1 talents and the 1 called by. Obviously you got to play the 1 called by for Droll. So yeah, 40 cards clean exactly. And then the extra deck, I threw the extra deck together last minute because the rounds were already starting when I was still sleeving up the archetype. So I played Herald of the Arclight, but I just never made him once. Because this deck can't make Herald of the Arclight, and I'm glad it's banned in the first place. But we are on the Poplar, the Silvera, like all the White Forest names. Pretty basic, pretty standard. We have the Elf Notes Seraphim Stelitzia. We're not playing the level 10. The 10 is way too hard to make and just doesn't do enough as an inboard piece to end on. Like, yeah, being able to turn on to blank a monster is nice, but outside of that, it's really hard to make because it's a level 10, but it's not a generic level 10. You have to use it with like 2 tuners or like you have to use a tuner synchro plus whatever. So how you do it in Elven Note stuff is you level modulate, but we don't really do the level modulating stuff with White Forest. We don't need to. Our other 7 is Black Rose Dragon for going second. Made this one time. It ate a Mitsurugi, what's his name, Murakumo negate, and then I just used it as synchro material later on, or I just used it to synchro into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon later on in the combo, or used the Power Patron to go into a Diabell. But Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon is part of the anti-droll. Like I said, we get to make this card on our 5th summon. If we start Tinia, we get to make this on our 5th summon before we search anything. So we are just insulated from droll. We played Levy Lazabelle. This card was actually very good. This card was great. I have been loving this card in Genesis, and this card, you get to pump out level 10s very easily with the Elven Note stuff. So this is a part of your inboard piece, or you can even go Poplar, like summon Poplar off your Diabell or Diabell Star Vengeance and synchro off an Elven Note to clear up that center main monster zone and make a Fabled Lazabelle and just steal their normal summon. Chaos Angel, because Chaos Angel, Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon, Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon. Then for our fusions, Chorozo, Murcielago, Illusilvia for the Azamina stuff. I put in Snake Eyes Doomed Dragon because it did come up in the final round. I did not, I thought I still had it in the deck, but I forgot I took it out and had the Arclight in it. I should have taken out the Arclight and had this in here. But I don't know if this card will stay. This card will probably just, this card is either Doomed Dragon for board breaking or Zolin to summon off of Diabell. This is the flex slot card, is the Doomed Dragon. And then the final card, SP Little Knight, because you have to play SP Little Knight. Fabled, yes, Fabled. Fabled Lazy Lizabelle. The side deck, I was still just running, like I said, I was building this very last minute when the start of the round was getting called. So I just kind of threw together what I had. 2 Droll, 2 Ghost Bell to take the place of the Perulia, 2 Thrust, 2 Dark Ruler no more, 2 Dark Hole, the Feather Duster, different cross out for Droll, Scourge for going first, different Dimension Ground to search off of Thrust if we get drolled, and Anti-Spell Fragrance to hose to floodgate decks. To floodgate like Mitsurugi and everything. Had I more time to think about it, and what I'm probably going to think about for the sideboard in the future is like cut down on like Dark Hole and Dark Ruler no more, like, and then I don't know what else we take out. Maybe the cross out or maybe the Scourge, like one of these 2 cards, and just put in 3 Gravity Claps, because this deck is a very synchro heavy deck with both the Elven Notes and White Forest stuff. That being able to go Gravity Claps and just turn skip your opponent is very good. So I wanted to talk about a little bit about the Elven Note stuff. and thoughts on it, because a lot of people are going to ask if, like, hey, is this the way to build White Force in the future? And the simplest answer to that is I don't know yet. I don't know yet. It's going to take a lot more testing than just one night. It felt good. Like, if you're going first with these cards, how the line works is you special summon your Tinia, and then the Alpha Note effect on the field is a ignition effect. So that is both good and bad. Good because we can just like, we can choose when we want to activate it, when we want to go into the Alpha Note stuff lines. Bad because these cards are very bad going second. Just horrendously bad going second. But how you do the Elf Note line or the anti-droll line with Elf Notes for White Forest is you special summon Tinia from hand. Again, it is an inherent summon with Kashtira stuff, or is an inherent summon like Kashtira. And then you go Tinia effect to place Elf Notes Welcome Home. Elf Notes Welcome Home says you can send one monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, and then special summon any Alpha Note monster from your deck. So ideally, you send like a Fuelos or a Molcharmi that we're not going to play anymore, or one of our extra White Force monsters, White Force names, or even a Diabell Star or something that we don't need. Can you play pure White Force Elf Notes and pure Synchro, no Asmina? Yeah, you could absolutely do that. I think you're losing a little bit of firepower, but I mean, it's not inconceivable. But so with the Elf Notes Welcome Home, you would send like a Fuelos, you'd send like a Molcharmi, or send a White Force monster or something that we don't need, like an extra copy of it. Say we open 2 Sylvie, we could send a Sylvie to our grave, and this is going to special out the Elf Notes Power Patron. Now, while the Power Patron is on the field, we are locked into synchros, so we're going to immediately get rid of that. But it is a level 1 tuner, so we can synchro these 2 off to go into the Elf Notes Strelitzia. Now Power Patron has an effect like as the LZ, where if it's sent for synchro material, sent to the graveyard as synchro material, then you get to add a Elf Note monster. Is it Elf Note card? Yeah, Elf Note card from deck to hand. But we don't want to do that on the first time, because that would play into draw. Instead, we're just going to go Strelitzia effect, and Strelitzia re-5s from grave. Let's see here. It's yeah, it specials a level 6 or lower Elf Note monster from hand or grave. So we're just gonna special summon the Elf Note Power Patron back, and now we can synchro into an 8, and we synchro into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So now that was our 5th summon. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon is a monster effect negate, so we're now insulated against Nibiru, and we're also insulated against Droll before we've done any White Force stuff. And now, since Elf Note's Power Patron was sent to the graveyard as synchro material, now we can add our other Alpha Note monster, since we have the protection of Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So now we add the Lucina. We can special the Lucina, and then Lucina adds us the Fortuna. So now we have full access to every Elf Note name, and now we have protection to go into our White Force combo with the rest of our cards in our hand. The only issue right now is there's not a bridge of White Forest stuff for Elf Note stuff into White Forest. Like we would have to go into Chorozo Well, not even Chorozo, but like we'd like the closest thing we could do is like fuse. No, because that would also just require white force stuff. You have to basically just open both engines or access to both engines as of right now until we get the new elf note stuff in the future. So that is one downside of it, is there's not a bridge for elf notes into white forest if you don't open any white forest cards. But there is a small bridge of white forest cards into elf notes because Fortuna is a level 6 spellcaster and that can be searched off of Resilia. Hello, what's going on, Zach? I am not at bottom, sir. You are incredibly wrong. You couldn't be more wrong, unfortunately. Thank you for that. Is the Synchro Dragon or Crystal? Is that Synchro Dragon or Crystal Wings? It's Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Oh, pop, pop, pop. There we go. It's Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This card got printed in Rarity Collection 2, so it is like worse sense. It's been reprinted so many times. It's not bad. But yeah, that's how you do the anti-draw line. Like I said, I did it twice in one round, and that was the only time I did it because I always lose my die rolls apparently, and I barely get to go first. I get to watch unskippable cutscenes for game 1 unless I open a Mulcharmy, and then game 3 we actually play Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit. So why elf notes are super bad going second, and you probably like the main thing I would change right now is like siding in and out patterns. Is I would basically like side out both the Tinias. So I would just have a very, very small elf note package going in going second, because the elf note monsters are ignition effects on all of their like places and searches and stuff. So while they eat interactions from your opponent, which is very nice before you go into your white forest stuff, they also just don't do anything going second. If we like go special summon Tinia and I'm like, okay, anything here, and they go, all right, I'm just gonna pop your Tinia, then I'm just like, okay. Awesome, cool, thumbs up, great. So in like games 2 and 3, I definitely will know in the future now to basically side out almost all of my white elven note names except for like one of each of them, so I can actually do elf note line still. And then that gives me 2 more slots to side in like each copy of Dark Ruler, or Dark Hole and Dark Ruler, because like as of right now, depending on the deck, obviously, I'm siding in the thrusts going second, 1 Dark Ruler, 1 Duster if they're like a back row deck, or the Duster can also just be a Dark Ruler or second Dark Hole. And then I'm taking out like the really bad cards of like Debtors comes out going second, obviously. A Witch comes out going second because it's really bad. Usually I would cut a called by, depending on if they're like a special, if I get draws off Perulia, I would keep the Perulias, and then we'd take out 2 Tinias, and it'd be something like this going second. Usually I would cut like an Stellar, and Woes, because they're not good going second, and unfortunately we don't play those cards anymore. Why Dark Hole and not Raigeki? Because if branded puppet locks you, then we have no way of getting the monster off the field without Dark Hole. Because we're not playing Droplet anymore to send the lock off the field. And if we ever needed to Dark Hole their field after we do combo, we just wait till we have Diabelle's on the field. Diabelle's the White Witch plus another Diabelle star, and then we Dark Hole their board and keep our board. So it basically is Raigeki. It just is Raigeki with a little bit of extra steps if we need it post combo, and then it's better Raigeki against Branded for puppet lock purposes to get like donated cards off our field. Because Branded will still be puppet locking us. Branded does Christia lock though. Not all Branded decks. I've seen a lot of them do, they will donate you the DDD that locks you into DDDs. They'll donate the, oh God, what is the other one? It's not Ra's Disciple. It's not Gimmick Puppet anymore. There's another one that they donate from Grave as well that locks you for the turn. I mean, the problem is like, the problem is the white Albion, the White Dragon or whatever. See, what is Christia's effect? If you have exactly 4 fairy monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. Summon this way. Target 1 fairy monster added to your hand. Now the player can special summon monsters. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'd still get rid of it. Yeah, so it still outs Christia. Like if he puts this on our side of the field, we still out it. It just goes to the top of his deck. But I mean, we're killing them. If we're not killing them, then we have an issue. You can tribute the monster lock with your level 6. It takes your normal summon though, yeah. Edo, yeah, that's the card I was thinking of. It was Edo. Yeah. EP chat. EP. And then yeah, why we play Dark Hole or Raigeki is because it's not once per turn, so we can play it multiple times through like Draco Tail Flame or something, by activating it and then getting it back with a Diabelle later in the combo. And again, instead of Dark Holing our board, we just save the Dark Hole for when we summon Diabelles, and now our board is protected, and they're dead. So it all works. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see, what else did I want to go over and Giving Public FGT is a fragile combo though. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a bad, not a fragile combo, but if you don't open hand traps going post sideboard, like you will just die if you don't. If you don't have an out for the locks, because all the branded players, no matter what branded player you talk to, they're like, oh, I don't run the lock. I think the lock is cringe. They will lock you game 3. when it comes down to it. They will be running the lock in their sideboard. DM how many of each card you have in your White Forest, IRL White Forest. You can find it on YouTube. I've already posted the list on YouTube. I've already made like videos about this. I haven't decided on the ratios for this deck is also another reason. Is like this deck is nowhere near finished. I don't know what I want, how many I want to play of each card. Like I said, at some points I was even contemplating like just going down to main decking 2 Tinia and one of each of the other names, because there was a couple of times that I was like, the only issue is like Tinia has to place from deck, and the Elf Node's continuous spell has to summon from deck as well. So sometimes it was like I would get some awkward opening hands where I would have like a Diabell Star, Black Witch plus Wanted plus I think one hand I had was like Diabell Star, Wanted, Tinia, and the continuous spell in my opening hand. Oh, and Power Patron is like the normal summon. So it was like, it was a very awkward. Oh no, the last card was Philia Diabell. So I was like, I don't want to send any of these cards. I don't know really what to start with this hand. I want to activate all of them, but I think like, I don't know if I would change any of the ratios for 40 cards at this point. Like I think the ratio, if you are wanting to play a pure 40 card list or a clean 40 card list, I think this is what the ratios you would play. Like 3 Tinia is a must at the very least. 3 Tinia and 1 Fortuna is a must at the very least, because you want access to the spell and the trap. But and then yeah, the Power Patron obviously, because it's the tuner that you get. But outside of that, like if I go up in cards, I don't know if it's like going to be more non-engine or if it's going to be, because this deck is a lot of engine. I just can't wait. Like once we get the new Elf Note monster, the new Elf Note support monster in a couple of sets from now, a couple of months from now, we get to bridge both archetypes very cleanly. But like people, like I said, people were playing this version of the deck in the OCG without that card and doing well with it. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I mean, this is unfortunately not access to the rest of the Elf Note stuff unless we draw into it, but we do have access to a continuous spell and trap. We can go Fortuna to bait hand traps, Fortuna to place. If they have an Effect Veil or an Ash Blossom or anything like that, we can turn on our talents. But we place the Rhapsodia, and now we can send the Rhapsodia for cost for the LZ. LZ to add the little LZ. Normal summon our Sylvie to add the spell trap. Beep, 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 beep. Add the tails. Resilia, make the Resilia. Oop, that is my side deck. Is Meows worth it in the sideboard in this next meta? Probably. Probably definitely would play play some sort of Meows. Malice is definitely not dead. Malice can still exist in higher level tournaments. Malice is not completely gone, but also like branded special summons from grave a few times. Mitsurugi will still exist. I don't think you definitely don't play 3 copies. Obviously, you would play like 2 in the side at most to bring in some matchups. I have to think about the side a lot. The side is going to change a lot for this deck more so than anything, because I also think you play Gravity Collapse too in the sideboard as our go first card, because this deck is a very heavy synchro deck. Syntails, Set Tails, Brasilia adds the field spell is our only other White Forest target, or it adds, actually you can just add our D-Bells, the White Witch. But yeah, let's just get field spell so we have another spell drop. And now we can Tails for the D-Bells, the White Witch. Gravity Collapse is mandatory. I did believe the White Forest destroy Radiant Typhoon by just making Saint Azamina. Only problem is there's not enough room in the extra deck for Saint Azamina, this archetype. And we don't run enough Sinful Spoils to really just make Saint Azamina anymore. Like if you're playing the Elf Note stuff, then you really only have space for Illa Sylvia and Murcielago, because they get you to combo. Elzet. Make the 8. Get back Tails. We can make Sylvie here. We can shuffle Sylvie, shuffle the Brasilia back, summon the Sylvie. And then with these 2, we can actually make a light Chaos Angel, or we can make a Fabled Lazable to get it off the field. Oh yeah, I forgot to search my Sinful Spoils card. Oops. We searched Deception. Bam. Deception off the Elzet. And we just go like Deception, send the Ash, add whatever, go Azmina combo. Then we end on D-Bells, D-Bell Star. Like the inboard for this is like D-Bell Star, D-Bells, D-Bell Star, Black Witch with Betrayal Silvera set, and Illa Sylvia up here. How many White Forests are there so far? What do you mean? How many White Forests? Like monsters? They're the same amount. It's Elzet, Sylvie, Brasilia, and Stellar. But in this deck, we're only playing Elzet, and Sylvie. Judge! Judge, my opponent is stacking his deck. My opponent is playing the lottery. My opponent is hand testing. Beep, 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 beep. I have seen lines already that with the new synchro you can go into White Forest with. It's just very convoluted to like bridge both, but you can now bridge both once we get the new stuff. Let's see, my matchups yesterday were about the funny Diabells plus Subdual combo. Subdual to get Diabelle's the anti-spell fragrant Diabelle's. I don't think it's good enough because she's not even really an anti-spell fragrant. She just stops quick plays. And she gets to pop whatever spell like they set. But at that point, you're just like playing a mini game with your opponent because like they'll just like set something. Like if you're playing branded or whatever, they'll set like a branded fusion and they'll set a or like a triple tactics talent or something they don't care about, and you just have to really guess which one is the actual fusion. And I'd rather just play anti-spell fragrance and they don't get to activate it, period. Also, anti-spell fragrancing branded is not enough, but you shut down Crown, Droplet, and Fallen and the Virtuous. We don't care about Fallen and the Virtuous though. Like Fallen and Virtuous is a targeted destroy card. We have Diabelle's the White Witch on our board. They cannot pop anything. Yeah, Radiant Typhoon Killer Diabelle's. Yeah. Like if they want to pop our back row, go ahead. But yeah, Fallen and the Virtuous does not do anything against White Forest. I had to tell my Mitsurugi opponent, like, I had to be very lenient with my Mitsurugi opponent because they're playing Mitsurugi. Is the last weekend or last time you can play Mitsurugi at full power with 3 Habakiri. He was playing just pure Mitsurugi, and he like goes tribute he goes like Magatama tribute Habakiri, or no, what did he go? No, he went prayers tribute Habakiri. No, yeah, prayers tribute Murakumo to do whatever, and then bring back Murakumo, and he's like, okay, Murakumo destroys your board, and I'm like, okay. I just stare at him, and he's just like, it destroys your board, and I'm like, okay. Smiles, and he's like, oh, Diabelle's protects all monsters, and I'm like, yep, it protects all monsters. I do not care about Murakumo. Do not give a shit. And then like multiple times throughout the game, he was like, okay, Magatama tribute destroy your Illa Sylvia, and I'm like, okay. That's fine. Fallen and Virtuous can pop anti-spell though, in regard isn't funny Diabelle's better than, but in that same aspect, they can just set, well, they wouldn't be able to set Imperm for hand. I mean, they just effect Valor it at that point, or they I'm just over here playing Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is a good deck. We played Blue Eyes. I played Blue Eyes in the first round. Blue Eyes is still fine. Nothing wrong. But no, the problem with playing Diabelle's is now you're playing 2 bricks in your deck. You're playing Subdual and you're playing the Diabelle's. And Diabelle's is a pseudo anti-spell fragrance because they can just still set and just activate. They just can't do quick plays. But they can definitely just like set a triple Texas talent and then take your Diabelle's. Not against Snake Eyes, Flounderies, and DDD. True. I mean, it is not good against those. I mean, to be fair, Fluanderies players are the literal devil. You never want to see a Fluanderies player in a tournament because you know for a fact they've been playing Fluanderies for all of their life. They came out of the womb playing Fluanderies, and no deck is like really set up to play against that deck because they will open the Dimension Shifter. They will always open the shifter. but in the side going first. But then again, now you're siding. Now you have two cards in your sideboard that are both bricks that are that you're siding in. Maybe a banished deck might be good against flu. Yeah. I mean, flu has always been held down. Why flu hasn't existed is literally because of malice. Yeah, people. Oh yeah, that's the other thing is people side in Di-Fi and shit like that. Post sideboard. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot stronger sideboard cards you could play. I do think we should be on Gravity Collapse though, like some number of Gravity Collapse in this deck for going first. I just don't know what we cut yet. Because different dimension ground, like if we do go Gravity Collapse, it's probably take out like anti-spell, a Dark Ruler, and a Dark Hole. Or we take out Cross Out and just hope they don't have the Droll. So I do not know how the sideboard looks right now. Unfortunately, that is like the main thing. Excuse me. I mean, honestly, I can see a world where Triple Tactics Thrust is in the main deck over the Perulias because like K9 is going to be back. K9 Vanquish Soul will be back very strong in this format. And thrusting for a Talents turn 0 is very good. Pot of Greeting is very good. Pot of Greeting or getting perfect information. It's like history of play. The flu matchup is horrible. Trying to think. Was there anything else I want to discuss about the? I mean, it was a very diverse format. Like it was a lot of people were trying new stuff or trying old decks with the new cards. Didn't see any branded players, but I think that's just because all the branded players are trying to get the new branded stuff. Oh yeah, I want to talk. Branded players are trying to get the branded stuff, and they didn't get it until after the tournament, basically. So it's all super expensive. So there was no branded players yet, or branded Dracotail players. There was a Dracotail Magistus player though. I did not face him. Yeah, the deck I lost to in game 4 or match 4 or whatever was Orcus Mitsurugi, and worst experience. I just bricked like game 0 or game 1. I just bricked, and then game 2 I got drolled into the dirt, and I was just like, okay, Yugioh, yay! Basic strategy is somehow exceeds into Indigo Eyes and get 0 eyes on the field right after without varying. I'm surprised you're playing the Indigo Eyes. I thought Blue Eyes players cut that card. Unless you're just playing strictly the structure deck. Leave Branded, go to Shaddoll Invoked. I do want to play the new Shaddoll stuff. When the Shaddoll support comes out, I do absolutely want to play Shaddolls. I love Shaddolls. I love the aesthetic of the Shaddoll deck. So that might be my... But I think the next deck that we'll play, or that I'll like put time into, is the Dark Magician deck. Is the Dark Magician stuff. When it comes out, when we get the Dark Magician support. Hate Shaddoll, it's so annoying, yeah. Hear me out, Branded Shaddoll. I mean, it could be a thing. I mean, you have at this point, there's so much consistency with like Branded, especially, that you can just basically make fusion slop piles with like 60 card Grass is Greener, Shaddoll, Branded, Parrot Plant, Draco Tail, whatever you want. Are you going to mix Dark Magicians with Kashtira? I don't play Kashtira. Never played Kashtira. Am I going to play Dark Magicians with the White Forest stuff? No. The only stuff I'll play with the Dark Magicians is the Azamina engine, Azamina stuff, because Diabellstar Black Witch is a 1-card Dragoon. I mean, I think all the like competitive Blue Eyes decks cut Indigo. You think Stitching is worth running? I would like to. I've been an Air Stitchian fan for the longest time. I just don't think there's any room for it. Like the extra deck now, if you're playing the Elvenose stuff, the extra deck is super tight. The only 2 flex slots for, in my opinion, let me space this all out. So here we have Poplar, Resilia, Bop, 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 then Chorozo, Murcielago, El Sylvia, SP Little Knight. So the only 2 flex spots I can see is, or technically 3 flex spots, though this is like, I would say if you're playing the Elvenose stuff, you need to have multiple level 10s to make. So I feel like you have to play the Leva Lezebel, the Fabled Lezebel. But like the only 3, you have 3 flex spots. Why Chorozo? Because it fixes all your hands. It is your bridge into White Forest. It comes up so many times where like you only open at like 1 engine, you only open like access to your Azamina engine without seeing your White Forest stuff, that you can just bridge. Don't tell me it's the crazy combo line, Azamina only, Diabellstar. It's not a crazy line. Like multiple times last night, my opening hand was like was a Diabellstar, Vengeance, and just like 3 Elf Note monsters, or whatever non-engine or Elf Note monsters. So like you just bait all their interaction with the Elf Note monster, with the Elf Note monsters. Like you get them to Imperm or Effect Veiler the Tinea, and then now your Diabell Star is free. Or you get them to Ash your Homecoming Parallelism, your continuous spell for Welcome Home is what it's called in English. But you just get them to Ash this, and also now your Deception is free. Black Ghost Dragon looks great in Secret Rare and the Ultimate Rarity at the time when it came out. Yeah. I mean, if you're playing like a budget like starter deck of Blue Eyes, then yeah, no, it's 100% fine. I'm talking about like the Primite Blue Eyes decks. I think Primite is still like a very expensive engine, so that's probably why. But yeah, as far as like slottable, like I could see taking out, would be these 3 cards. Would be your Snake Eyes Doomed Dragon, which is probably going to become Zalin at this point, and the Omni Negate. Fable Lazibel, though, this is probably the one I would keep the most because you need multiple level 10s to make. Some people are making Cheng Ying with the deck. I like this one because this just steals a normal summon, steals a monster and negates its effects. So it negates their normal summon and takes it. Thanks. And then Black Rose is like decent going second. Like you can make Black Rose very easily with just the Elvenote stuff before to wipe their board before you even go into your White Forest stuff and kill them. And then this list last night, the Doom Dragon was Herald of the Arclight last night because I just I forgot to take Herald of the Arclight out, but I never made Herald of the Arclight once. How would you get Crystal Wings Synchro Dragon out of it, out of White Forest, level 3 and 4? I talked about this in my last video on YouTube, but I'll show the combo one more time. I've already shown it today too. Sorry, I'm getting very tired, chat. How you get the Crystal Wing Synchro, why Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon is in the deck is because if you start with Elf Note Tinea in your hand, you can now if you start with Tinea in your hand or have access to your Tinea, then you can make a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon on your 5th summon before you search anything. So after that, White Forest can just play not caring about Droll and Lockbird. So you special summon your Tinea because it is like a Kashtira. It's an inherent special summon. Then you activate the Tinea effect to place from your deck the Elf Note's Welcome Home. Elf Note's Welcome Home lets you send a monster from your hand with a different attribute than the one, and lets you special summon, or lets you send a monster from your hand and then lets you special summon one from your deck with a different attribute. So you would send like a hand trap from hand, like you send like a Perulia or a Mulcharmy, anything that you're not using, or an extra cup. You can send Diabell Star Black Witch, or sorry, not Black Witch, Diabell Star Vengeance, because we can just special summon it from the grave. You can send an extra White Forest name that we don't need access to, stuff like that. But you send a monster from field or hand to the grave, and it specials from deck any Elf Note monster with different attribute. So you special summon Elf Note's Power Patron. Elf Note's Power Patron is a level 1 tuner. So now we use Synchro into the level 7 Elf Note monster. Into Strelitzia. Strelitzia's effect lets you special summon an Elf Note monster from your hand or your grave. So we're just going to special summon back the Power Patron. And now we Synchro climb up into the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And that is our 5th summon. So now we're insulated from Nibiru, and we're insulated from Droll. And when Elf Note Power Patron is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, it lets you add any Elf Note card from your deck. So now you just add the Lucina, so you can get access to all of the Elf Note names. Special Lucina. Lucina adds the Fortuna. One thing I did think about was putting an Xyz 6 in here, like a rank 6, like putting in one of the evil stars or whatever in this deck for the instance that you have like just the Elf Note cards and you just need to like overlay into something. Real Asmin LZ, congrats. Hell yeah. But yeah. So, and since we've already used the welcome home, the Elf Note's welcome home, we can just send it for white forest effects. So if you have a you have an LZ, you can just send the Elf Notes and then go full white forest combo, and we're protected from Nibiru and we're protected from Droll. I have 2 Elf Notes. I like Masquerena into a Gorgon. I mean, Masquerena could actually be a card I could see, just to get them off the field. I want to break free. God knows. Like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot more playtesting. Deck is not like finished by any means. I'm gonna try and schedule matches next week to do some remote duels on stream, to play like a couple best of 3s with some friends. I don't know if it'll be on stream or if it'll be on YouTube. It really depends on their schedule. But I do want to play test this deck a lot and see what we play. Because I mean, a lot of times, like, I could see moments where we just go down to 2 Tinia and 1 of the other Elf Note names. Sage. There's a lot of times where I wanted more White Forest stuff. Like I wanted Sinful Spoils of the White Forest to extend with. So it is a work in progress. It is definitely a work in progress. Wish there was a way to cut the tuner bird. It was like such a brick. Yeah, the tuner bird is a brick, horrendous brick, unfortunately. You can, if you have any other way of getting up to your 7, you can get it back. But yeah, no, it is a very awkward brick. It is a hard garnet for the deck. I would say, like, I mean, because you don't have to go into the Crystal Wing synchro play. Like so if you do open the Elf Note Power Patron, then you would just send it with like a Diabell Star, or tribute it from your hand with a Deception. But yeah, it is a horrendous brick. That is another downside of the deck. But yeah, if you open the Power Patron, I feel like you just don't do try and do the Crystal Wing line. You just make level 10s with your Elf Note stuff into like Fabled Leslie Lazabelle, or into your Chaos Angels and stuff like that. If they nib it, that's okay. Bring it back with the trap, yeah. Yeah, this deck doesn't really care about Nibiru. Oh, I'll just say, like I said, there's a lot more playtesting, a lot more. Oh, sorry, hit the microphone. There's a lot more playtesting, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to sub in and out and see. Like, it took me months to finally settle on that final build of pure white forest, and it might even turn out to be that just pure white forest is still better, because there's a lot of, like, looking at the OCG topping list with white forest, they stopped playing the Elven stuff. They started just going back to pure after a couple of weeks. So we might find that it's just not even worth it to play the Elven stuff. Maybe it's just better to play more hand traps, because we are sacrificing some non-engine for this elf note archetype. I will say it's a lot more streamlined though. It is a lot more streamlined as far as your search targets and stuff. Like, you don't have a chance of bricking on a lot of one-ofs in the deck, which is pretty nice. Like the idea of playing not playing a stellar and SS simple spells the white forest, the consistency shot through the roof. Yeah, I definitely don't think you play a stellar. I don't think we have to play a stellar anymore because of Droll. If they open the 2 Drolls, then it is what it is. And yeah, Simple Spells the White Forest is a good extender card and is a good search target if we've already gotten access to Deception and Simple Spells Silvera, but that, like, comes up very little. Or main monster engine is a clean 10 cards. Let's see here. I mean, it's 3 Sylvie, 3 LZ, so that's 6 plus 1 as LZ. That's 7. And then Diabel Star, yeah, it's 3 main monsters. Yeah. So yeah, no, the White Forest package alone is like 10 clean monsters. Yeah, and the 3 Diabels, you're right. Yeah, we might even go up to 2 of the Homecoming as well, because we just want to see the continuous spell more than anything. So it might be an angle where we cut 1 Tinia for another Homecoming. So like I said, there is a lot of little dials to twist and tweak to test coming up for this deck. But and like I said, it could just turn out to be that the Elf Note version is weaker, or it's not worth playing the Elf Note version and losing consistency. So there's a lot of stuff to test, and that's the fun thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the fun thing about TCGs, is you just got to play the game and figure stuff out. You got to figure out what works and what doesn't. There's a lot that I learned last night from just playing the 4 matches with the Elf Note stuff. Like, I learned Elf Note is really bad going second. It's really bad into pre-established boards. You want to side almost all of it out going second. Could also be 3 Homecoming and 1 Tinia. Now that's crazy talk, but I like it. It could potentially be that as well. I don't know if it's 3 Homecoming, 1 Tinia, because you still want to open Tinia. Like, Tinia is the best opener. There's a bridge to Elf Note to White Forest with TG Librarian, but the hand economy is bad. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I think if you just don't see the Elf Note stuff, I mean, we're fine just making full White Forest board. Like, worst case scenario, you see no Elf Note stuff, and you're still ending on Illa Sylvia, Diabel Star, and back row. Got to ask, what do you think about DDG? I think it's like, it's the best. I played it inside. It's your best like thrust target in this format, or in like that we have left, because you can't thrust Harpy's Featherstorm. You can't thrust for, like, the only other thing I could see is like Black Goat Laughs, But unless you're playing multiple Black Goat, I think it's too small. I think DDG hits a lot of decks. Ugh. Yeah, I think the main thing that's going to change the most is probably this sideboard. I've got to clean it up a lot because the siding patterns are very awkward right now. But it's like a double-edged sword going first. Oh, you don't, I mean, you don't side. It's not really a double-edged sword going first. I side it for going first, and if they break my board, I rarely have a follow-up. I mean, if you side it going first, or you're only siding it in on a deck that like can't play if they can't send stuff to the grave, like Orchid. Like I sided it in against Orcus Mitsurugi because it completely shuts off the Orcus engine, and I just droll. Like you side in droll, you side in different dimension ground. You droll them off the Mitsurugi engine, and you DDG them off of their Orcust engine. I mean, if Elvino's got a tuner extender support, that could work nicely. They're getting a main deck monster that is a Poplar, or that special summons from deck. So they are getting the bridge. Like we will have a bridge from Elven Notes to White Forest, although a very convoluted line. But there will be a bridge in like it's just a few sets from. It's gonna be in a couple of sets. So I don't even think it's out in the OCG yet. I think they just teased it for the OCG. So it's gonna be a while till we get it. So like I said, it could be until we get that card that the Elven Note White Forest stuff isn't ready yet, or isn't the best way to build the deck yet. And that's why we playtest. Like I said, that's why we playtest, and that's why we grind games. So then what would you play for monsters? 3-1-1-1-1? Yeah, that's what I'm currently playing right now is 3 Tinia, 1 Lucina, 1 Fortuna, and 1 oh, it's next main set for us. So they haven't gotten the OCG yet. Are we only one main set behind OCG? I mean, we also still have a while until the next main set as well, because we still have Maze of Muertos in March. We have Maze of Muertos in March. We have Rarity Collection in April. And we just had this in February. So we still have like at least 3 months. With the new girl, with the new, I don't know. I have no idea about the new girl yet, because like I said, the OCG, the only thing I've seen from the OCG with the new girl is just combo videos. It hasn't dropped in the OCG yet, so there hasn't been any like topping lists or OCG lists to look at, let alone White Forest. Plus some singles cards. Oh yeah, weren't we supposed to get the fucking Sky Striker card in this, by the way? Weren't we supposed to get Camellia? Wasn't she supposed to be in Burst Protocol? Are they literally saving her for Maze? If the new girl is Poplar, we have a generic rank 6 disruption that everyone. I have seen some people put Evolzar Lars in the extra for just the for their 2/6s. We drop the bird and the synchro for a free XZs and trap setup. Yeah. Oh, it comes in the structure deck. Oh, okay. Did not know that. Ew. So we're getting the like tactical tri structure decks, which is like Sky Striker, Mitsurugi, and Fairy Tale or whatever the other one was. I didn't know we were getting that product too. Sorry if I missed it, but is White Force Asmina without Umino still the best way to play the deck? I'm gonna kill myself, chat. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna end it all. We don't know yet. We have no idea. It is day one of, not even day one of Burst Protocol. It is day one of pre-release of Burst Protocol. We have a lot of testing to do with this deck. I can say the Elvenote stuff felt really strong going first. It's really bad going second into an established board. But like you still get to play the Azamina stuff. You still get to play Illa Sylvia. You still get to play Murcil Yugioh. You get to end with the Illa Sylvia on your board. But yeah, it's too early to tell, just to find out what's worth it or not. So I'm gonna give it a few weeks of playtesting and to find out if this is the best way to build it or not. If you're looking for like an answer, like say you're going to YCS Richmond and want to play White Forest, then there's no way, or there's no way of really saying for sure. If I was to go to YCS Richmond against this format right now, without like knowing anything else, I would probably play Pure, just because of more hand interact, just because I get to play more interaction, because I get to play more non-engine, and I'm not familiar enough with elf notes to take to a YCS. But I am still going to be playtesting this version. I'm still going to be coming out with videos of this version when I find new stuff. And stuff will always be changing too. We might change the extra deck. We might, like I said, we might put a rank 6 in here that is an Omni that we need to negate for. We might throw Zolin in here. There's still a lot. So believe the full send Charmies with Dark Ruler is stronger. I mean, you are welcome to believe that. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. I want to break free. I want to break free. I'm trying to think of anything else that I wanted to talk about. I definitely want to play test with Zolin, especially now that we pulled a Zolin. I wish I had him last night to test with. I've heard mixed reviews on him. I've heard he's too niche, and I've heard that like when he's come up, he's been very good. So it really depends. Oh, the main concern right now with this deck, I feel like I've been talking in circles because I'm getting sleepy. The main concern with this deck is the limited extra deck space. It's why I didn't like the Fiendsmith version of this deck. It's the limited excuse me. It's the limited extra deck that we can take out. and it is the lack of non-engine. But like post side, the deck's fine. Like post siding, we get to put in more non-engine. We get to put in like dark rulers and stuff, especially going second. Like going second post side is really nice. But we will see. I will see what comes up in testing. You can only play Fiendsmith in decks that don't care about their extra, i.e. Labyrinth. Yeah, at this point, true. Mm-hmm. Bam, 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 bam. The cards I'm looking at right now of like changing and cutting, the Doom Dragon, maybe the Black Rose, and that's probably it for the extra deck, is those two cards. And then changing the sideboard to make a cleaner siding pattern. Siding patterns are very awkward for this deck as well right now, but I think that's also just due to knowledge, a knowledge issue, skill issue. All right, gamers, I think I've yapped enough. I am very tired. I have not slept since 4 a.m. Is there any other questions in my version that's been working for me? I know what version you're playing. You're playing the Rosalie version from UK, from the UK Open. If you're playing like if you're playing hand traps and Mulcharmies, or not hand traps and Mulcharmies, the board breakers. Her name not Rosalie. What was her name? That topped the French player. Is she French or is she Swedish? Let's see, YouTube. Here, I can just do Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck. Ah! Bam, 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 bam. Beam, 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 beam. Yeah, Rosalie Thorkildsen. Okay, she's Swedish. Yeah, she was on Triple Goat, Triple Dark Ruler, or Triple Dark Ruler, Mulcharmies in the main, and an evenly matched in the main. Just basically playing like board breakers that you draw into off of Mulcharmies, and then if you're going first, you just send them for White Forest effects. She's Dutch. Yeah, Dutch. Thank you. Bam, 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 bam. Which I tried play testing that version of the deck. It wasn't for me. I mean, she's obviously had success with it, so I can't say like whether I think it's good or bad, because she's had like a much higher level of success than me with it. I just personally didn't mesh with me. Wasn't my play style. Okay, gamers. Let me see if I can move my mouse over. Wow, let me switch this. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Oh, also still wrong one. There we go. Okay. I gotta turn off this camera. Hold on. I keep forgetting to deactivate the camera. Nice. There we go. I think we had a pretty good box. We had a really good opening. I had a really good time playing the pre-release. I got second place still, despite despite everything. I still got second place and still got a mat. So we take those. We still take those, I guess. Gotta see if I can sell this mat more than anything. I don't really care about Warlord, or I could just keep it as keepsake. But hold on. Ah, sorry, I'm having to like fix my desk back to normal again. 1 second. Wee. There we go. Okay. Oh, this poor chair. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Everything's fixed now. Everything's correct now. But yeah. Overall, with the new ban list, this format is going to be more interesting, obviously. Before it settles into like Draco Tail branded being the best deck by far and large. I hope. I'm gonna be most likely playtesting against that deck because I know the decks that my buddies play. So if I do get to, all right, why is this messed up this way? When I do get to get them on stream or on video to do some remote duels, then I'll probably be playtesting against branded Draco Tail for those duels. So we'll see how it goes with the archetype. Overall, small answer right now is the Elf Note stuff. Really powerful going first. Makes really impressive inboards going first. Really bad going second into established boards. So we have to take the good with the bad. We have to see if it's even worth it to play it. We'll find out through the coming weeks. While we play test the deck and figure out more ratios and stuff, or if we want to even go above like 40 cards and start throwing in more hand traps and stuff like that, we shall see. But until then, I'm tired. I've been up for 12 hours now. So I'm gonna call stream me here for tonight. We will be back most likely tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. Oh yeah, it's a new month, so we got Master Duel. We have to grind back to Master and Master Duel. We have the Dark Magician stuff in Master Duel this month as well as K9 stuff. So that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be fun to play and try out. I will get the box opening video edited down and get that uploaded for those who missed it, who caught the other parts of the stream, to make that a single video that'll go up this week. And then yeah, I'll probably do like another deck guide video just talking about like general things and re-answering like questions that have been asked during the stream, and just thoughts and feelings of the new Elf Note stuff, just in a better like recorded format when I can get all of my ideas focused in one place. But that being said, I know we had a lot of subscribers on YouTube during this, so I thank y'all for that. Unfortunately, I don't have a way of like tracking my subscribers, like to thank y'all individually one by one, but I do thank y'all nonetheless. I appreciate it. Oh wow, we got a few. We got we're up to 860. Nice. Let's go. We're so close to 900, chat. We're so close to 900. And then it's 1,000, and when we hit 1,000, it is going to be we'll have like giveaways and stuff. We'll celebrate hitting 1,000 for sure. I will start planning now for it, but we are well on our way. So that being said, gamers, guys, gals, MBs, and YouTube catters, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, Sunday night, Monday meowing. And if I don't see y'all tomorrow for stream, then I will definitely see y'all Tuesday for sure. So as always, catters, good night.